All right. Hi and welcome back. My name is Mingana Nangolo and I'm your real estate agent here in Central Florida, and I'm with Folio Real Estate, and today I'm with my awesome friend, always looking fabulous, Karla Correa. And yes, and she's with My Mortgage. She's a mortgage lender. She's really good, really professional, and today we're just going to discuss how the mortgage process works, you know, all the things you need to know. So it's going to be a question and answer type of thing. So I'm going to ask a question, she's going to reply, and so forth. So hopefully this doesn't take too much of your time and you can finish till the end. All right, Karla, how are you?
Good. And thank you for having me in your awesome channel.
Yes.
Thank you for the opportunity, and I am so happy that I'm here with you, so I can also assist and put a little addition to your clients and the people that are looking over there.
Absolutely.
And to get to know more about how to buy their homes.
Yes, absolutely. So let's just get to it, okay? So the first question is, how much mortgage do I qualify for?
Well, it really all depends on your income. It really all depends on how much you're able to qualify at the end of the day. A lot of times I told my clients, you can add someone if you don't qualify for much and you like to add a co-borrower, where you can also bring them into your application. They don't have to be relative. So if you happen to have with a fiance or someone that you want to add into the application, as long as they're both consent, you can add them and you can have additional income there for allowing to give you additional qualification of loan.
Right, that's really nice. So you can get more house, right? So
Absolutely.
That's really perfect.
Yes.
So what type of home loans do you offer?
We offer all type of loans. We do have FHA, conventional loans, USDA. We have everything, hard money loans for investors. So we really cater for every type of clients, from the clients that they just want a simple loan, from the clients that they're more structured and they would like to get like a jumbo loan, for example.
Okay.
So we really have it all in-house.
Okay, very nice. And then what about interest rates?
Interest rate, that is a great question.
Yes.
And I love to pass that right in there because it is the big boom right now, right? A lot of people ask, is it the right time to buy it? And I always tell them, yes, it is the right time. I always say right now, interest rates are a little higher. It goes from 5.5 to 6.6. It really all depends on the market. It goes up and down every single day. But one thing that I really love to emphasize is that it's not as before. Interest rates were in 2018, they were lower because of the pandemic, then hit, and everything changes, right? But it was just for that little season. I feel like interest rates are going back to what they were years ago.
Yes.
In the 90s, where interest rates were even at 11 point something, they were very high. So we're just going back to normal. But again, it is always the right time to buy.
Always the right time, guys.
Absolutely.
And then what rates am I qualified for?
It depends on your credit. We always look at the ratios, which is basically your income and debts, and obviously we look at your credit and see what is going to be the market and how much we're able to provide to you.
All right, perfect. And then what type of mortgage would be best for me?
It really all depends on your qualification.
Right.
We have all different programs. It really all depends how much you're able to qualify and what are you looking for. You know, if you're trying to buy for first time, if you're trying to do an investment. So it really all depends on what the borrower are trying to look for. And based on that, that's what we're going to accommodate and structure the loan, so that way we give them the best to the client.
All right, so basically know what you're looking for and hopefully you can afford what you're looking for, right?
Absolutely, but there's always a way.
That's true. That's true. How much should I put down on the home?
So you can put down as much as 3.5% to 20%. So it really all depends the type of loan you're qualifying for, the type of loan you would like to get, and that of course that you qualify. And based on that, you have to bring your down payment, right? Every program have their requirements. In addition to your down payment, you also have to be closing costs. And I like to pass a little there because a lot of people do not know the difference. And it is always your down payment plus your closing costs. That is the total of your cash to close. That's when that's your max, total that you have to bring on to the table at the date of closing. So I like to explain the difference because a lot of people don't know, and I like to make sure they understand this process.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's a very tricky part. That's true. Yeah,
for
even
sure.
we get the same questions.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so are there any down payment assistance programs available to me?
Yes, we do have different down payment assistance program. We have the county, which is great, but I like to also mention their pros and cons, and a lot of times, unfortunately, with the county, that they don't, a lot of people don't explain that, and it's that when you do it through the county, you cannot rent, sell, or refinance within 10 years. So that is important that people know, because a lot of times, if they don't know, they just go and fall for that program. However, we do offer it, but with this market right now, we don't recommend it as much because it's really a very challenging market, and a lot of offers are being taken in consideration, either cash or conventional. And FHA, they take it in consideration, but it's a little harder. So imagine if you do a down payment assistance, it takes longer to close, which is up to 60 days to close, because you have to be approved with the lender and the county. And there are some areas that you also qualify for. They're not all the areas, so it's a little tricky. It is possible, not impossible, but it is more complicated.
It's more complicated.
Yeah. Other program that we have is here at My Mortgage, we offer 100% financing, which is covers all your down payment.
All right.
However, you still need to be responsible with your closing costs.
Okay.
But there's opportunities, guys.
Yes. Always reach out, always ask when you have a question.
Absolutely.
All right. And then the next question would be, what is your average closing time frame, and do you guarantee the closing date?
Great question. Our average is 30 days.
Okay.
Sometimes less. It can be 4 weeks. It really all depends on the process. I like to explain that a little there. And it's as soon as you apply, that's the first thing you have to do. You get pre-qualified. Once you get pre-qualified, then you can start the process immediately. One of the things here at My Mortgage that we have is that as soon as you apply, if you applied the same date and provide all your documentations, you can get pre-approval that day.
Wow.
So as long as everything is completed, you can get pre-approved the same day.
Awesome.
After you get pre-approved, you can also begin your process, which is great because you can begin the process without a contract, and it allows you to get an underwriter approval, which is a mortgage loan commitment within 2 weeks. So it really expedite your process, and once you get a contract, we can close within 3 weeks because basically we're just waiting for the appraisal. But if the borrower would love to, go to the traditional way, and they like to say, no, I want to wait until I get a home.
Okay.
And at that point, then it will be 30 days, sometimes 45 days. It really all depends how soon the borrower provides the documentation. That's important because a lot of times people, unfortunately, they working, they just take too long to provide documentation. So as soon as you're able to provide those documents, the sooner we're able to process the loan.
And what I like to say, the sooner you are in your home, right? So the first you get the first you're in your home.
Absolutely. And I couldn't agree more with that.
You can do all the deco you want, everything.
The excitement.
Yes. And then what is your average, I already read that. What does the loan process look like?
So the loan process, the first thing, like we mentioned a few minutes ago, it's apply. First, just go ahead and submit your application, provide your documentation. So once you're able to get pre-approved, then you go shopping for your home. Once we get the contract, the loan will go to our loan officers, so they can send it to our loan opening department. At that point, we're gonna request all the transcripts, verification of employment, all the requests that we do with the title, all the requests that there are necessary into a loan, right? After that, your loan goes into our processing department. Our processing department is going to verify your assets, your income, it's going to verify everything the loan officer structured for you. And after that, the loan gets submitted for our underwriter to review. Once the loan is approved, at that point, we work on those final conditions. All those conditions are submitted, the loan gets submitted back for the final clear to close. So that's the most exciting part. That's the one where everybody jumps, cries, and then know that at that point you know for sure you're gonna close your house. So yes, that's how easy the process is.
And you're always available throughout the whole process.
Absolutely. One of the things that we offer is communication. That's key to us in here on My Mortgage. From the moment you begin the process to the moment you close, you're always going to have communication, not only with the borrower but also with you, Meg. So you also know how is the process going with your clients.
And actually that was my second question, so she already answered it. The question was how often you've been in communication with me during the process, and she just said it. So she's in communication throughout the whole process.
Absolutely. The moment the client applied and you provide us with the information, we let you know what's the status of the client, and also Once we get the contract, we also include at that point the title and the listing agent.
Beautiful.
So everybody in the transaction have the knowledge of what's going on,
Right.
but also everybody have a smooth transaction at the end of the day.
Right. And they're always available to email you, call you if they feel like they have some questions.
Absolutely. In this process, you're not going to be by yourself. You're not going to be alone. We have a whole team here prepared, educated for you, dedicated to provide the best service to our clients, and that's going to be our main goal all the time.
Absolutely. And then this is going to be the last question for the day. Do you handle underwriting in-house?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We are a direct lender,
Okay.
and here at My Mortgage, we do have everything in-house. So processing, closers, underwriters, we do have it all, and that's what we allow us to be a little more flexible than other lenders. In addition, we only run your credit once, so that's an important. Yes, and I like to mention that because I have a lot of clients that unfortunately they hesitate to run your credit, and I like to explain that no, don't worry, your credit is not going to go down. Of course, it's going to show us an inquiry, but it's not going to harm your credit. Your credit, as long as it doesn't get pulled within 24 hours more than 4 times, you're going to be fine. And here at My Mortgage, we only do it once.
Beautiful.
So yes.
All right, guys, so that was it for today's video. Please do like, subscribe, and share, and everything we spoke about and her contact as well as mine are all going to be down below in the description box. Now, Karla, do you want to have last few words for the viewers out there? Anything you want to say to them?
Sure, absolutely. I always like to tell my borrowers, you're able to get pre-qualified. It doesn't matter when, it's just about the time when you're going to be able to get pre-approved, right? So all clients qualify, it's just a matter of time. And another thing is that it's always important to apply to buy your home now and as soon as possible.
Right. As soon as you can start, the sooner you can be in your home, the sooner everything runs smoothly.
Yes.
All right, Karla, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it, and for taking the time to explain everything to my wonderful viewers out there. And we do answer comments, and we do pick up phone calls, so please don't hesitate to call me or call her if you have any questions. We are always happy to talk to you.
Yes, thank you so much, Ming, for having me in your amazing program.
Absolutely.
And thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much, and have a good day. God bless. Bye.
Bye.